So good day. We are the researchers from Group 1 and today we will be presenting our research study which is entitled Digital Research Barriers Among Second Year Office Administration Students. So digital research is essential in modern education, especially for office administration students who must develop strong information management skills. However, many students will face challenges such as poor internet connection, limited access to devices, low digital literacy, and difficulty finding reliable sources. So these barriers negatively affect the quality of their research, reduce productivity, and increase academic stress. As digital skills are crucial for future careers, these difficulties may also impact students' readiness for professional work. So this study aims to identify the digital research barriers experienced by second-year office administration students and propose strategies to improve their research skills and academic performance. So with these concerns in mind, this study aims to identify and analyze the digital research barriers encountered by second-year office administration students. Specifically, it seeks to answer the following questions. So first, what are the common digital research barriers experienced by second-year office administration students in terms of internet connectivity, access to digital devices, availability of reliable online sources, and digital literacy skills? Number two is, how do these barriers affect the student's ability to conduct effective and efficient research? Number three, what challenges do students face when evaluating the credibility of online information? Number four, is there a significant relationship between students' digital literacy and their ability to overcome research barriers? Number five, what strategies can be proposed to minimize or overcome these digital research barriers?
Now that we've established the problems our students face, let's look at the how behind our study. To understand these digital barriers, they followed a structured research process. For our research design, we choose a quantitative approach. This allowed us to measure variables using numerical data to objectively test our theories. Our primary goal was clear: to identify the specific digital research barriers affecting our second year office administrations. As for our research environment, this study was conducted right here at Bohol Island State University, specifically at the Kandihay campus in Cook. Moving on to our research participants, we gathered data from selected second year office administration students. These are individuals who are currently navigating the transition into more intensive research-based coursework. To collect this data, we developed a structured questionnaire via Google Form. We focus on our key areas. First is internet connectivity. Second is access to devices. Third is availability of reliable sources. Lastly is the digital literacy skills. We use a Likert scale ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree to measure exactly how much these barriers impact their academic activities. Using an online platform ensured our data gathering was both organized and efficient. Now, let's look at the data we gathered from our 31 respondents. First, regarding gender, our participant pool is overwhelmingly female, making up 93.5% or 29 students, while males represent 6.5%. When we look at the age distribution, the majority of our respondents, 64.5%, fall into the 20 to 21 years old bracket. We also have 29% in the 18 to 19 age group and a small 6.5% who are 22 years old or above. Regarding the primary device used for research, A staggering 87.1% of students rely solely on their smartphones. Only 29% have access to a laptop or desktop computer. As we know, conducting deep academic research on a mobile screen represents significant limitation. Finally, looking at the internet connection, the most common source is prepaid home Wi-Fi, which is 54.8%, followed closely by mobile data, which is 48.4%. A significant number of students also rely on Bsoa Wi-Fi, which is 35.5%.
As the researchers gathered all the data, they have come up with the findings that shows internet connectivity is a major barrier among the 31 second-year office administration students. Most respondents, 74%, reported experiencing slow internet connection, while an overwhelming 97% stated that unstable internet affects their ability to complete and submit research tasks on time. In addition, 68% of students reported difficulties in participating in online research activities, and 90% said that poor connectivity limits their access to necessary information. Overall, the results indicate that internet connection significantly affects students' research performance, participation, and data gathering. Let's proceed to the access to digital devices. So the finding shows that most of the 31 respondents, around 80%, have access to digital devices such as laptop, desktop, or smartphones. However, despite of this availability, functional limitations are evident. More than 60% of students reported that device sharing at home affects their ability to complete research tasks, while about 67% experience issues related to slow performance and hardware limitation. In addition, 90% of respondents agreed that insufficient or low-quality devices make digital research more difficult. Overall, the results indicate that while device access is generally present, issues such as sharing and poor device performance significantly hinder effective research activities among students. Next is availability of reliable online sources. So the finding shows that students experience significant challenges in accessing and evaluating reliable online sources for research. A total of 68% of the 31 respondents reported difficulty in identifying credible websites and accessing academic journals or scholarly articles. So in addition, students agree that there are limited free online resources available, often due to paywalls or restricted access. So as a result, 52% admitted that they sometimes resort to using unreliable websites when credible sources are difficult to find. So overall, the results indicate that the lack of accessible and trustworthy online material is a major barrier that affects the quality of students' research output. Let's proceed to digital literacy skills. So the finding shows that most students possess strong basic digital literacy skills but still experience challenges in applying them to academic research. A total of 94% of the 31 respondents reported proficiency in using search engines, while 87% stated they are capable of evaluating the credibility of the online information. In addition, 81% are confident in their ability to properly cite and reference sources. However, despite of these positive indicators, 84% of the students still agree that their overall digital research skills are not sufficient, making the research progress more difficult. So overall, the results suggest that while students have functional digital skills, gaps remain in applying these skills effectively in more complex academic research tasks.
The findings show that digital research barriers have a strong negative impact on students' academic performance and well-being. A total of 87% of the 31 respondents agreed that these barriers reduce the quality of their research. In this result, almost all, about 97%, reported experiencing stress and frustration during the research process. In terms of solutions, Over 95% of 31 respondents believe that improving digital literacy skills can help overcome these challenges. Based on these results, all respondents or 100% agreed that a school should provide better internet access and digital resources. Overall, the results indicate that both skill development and institutional support are essential in addressing digital research barriers.
Good day, I am Cyrus Sinakalan, and based on the data gathered and analyzed, the following conclusion were formulated. So, finding shows that second-year office administration students faced multiple digital research barriers that affect their academic performance. While most have accessed smartphones and internet, issues like slow connectivity, device limitation, and difficulty finding reliable sources hinder their research. And then, although students have basic digital skills, many struggles to apply them in complex tasks. These challenges lead to lower research quality and reduced productivity and also increased stress. So overall, digital research barriers are caused by a combination of technological, informational, and skill-related limitations. So, based on the conclusion of the study, the following recommendations are proposed. So first, improve internet access in school educational institution should provide stable and high-speed internet access within campuses to support students in conducting research efficiently. Second, provide access to digital resources schools. Each should subscribe to academic databases, e-journals, and online libraries to give students free access to credible and reliable sources. Third, enhance digital literacy training, conduct workshops or training programs. Focus on advanced research skills such as evaluating sources, using academic databases, and proper citation methods. So fourth, support device accessibility. Institution may offer computer laboratories and device lending programs or subsidies to help the student who experience device limitations or sharing issues at home. And fifth, promote time management and research skills. Teachers should guide students in developing effective research strategies, including planning, organizing informations, and managing deadlines. So, the last is encourage blended learning approaches. Incorporate both an online and offline research method to minimize the negative effects of poor internet connectivity.